people think of moving to Tampa Bay, they usually picture beaches, sunshine, and maybe the occasional lightning storm. But there's way more to this city than what shows up just on a travel blog. What if I told you the real perks of living in Tampa aren't even the ones that you see on postcards? In this video, I'm gonna talk about the unexpected benefits of moving to Tampa Bay, the stuff that doesn't really make headlines, but absolutely changes the quality of your life. One of these perks actually saved my family thousands of dollars, and no, it's not tax related. If we've never met before, my name's Juan Alcalá. My wife Kate and I moved to the greater Tampa Bay area a little over 6 years ago. We sold everything, packed up our kids, and have been loving it ever since. I'm also a licensed realtor, and along with my team, we've helped over 100 families and people just like you relocate here. And today I really want to share the interesting things that I've learned. And during that time, I've learned something very interesting. Most people are blown away not by the obvious stuff that we see, but by the little things that they weren't expecting, myself included. And today I want to walk you through the unexpected benefits that surprised even me. So let's jump in. Now, everyone assumes that Tampa living means beach days, and sure, that's part of it. But what really caught us off guard was how much life happens outside year-round. You know, from jogging the Riverwalk, kayaking through mangroves, sipping coffee in the shaded courtyard in Hyde Park. It's the day-to-day stuff that makes the outdoor lifestyle actually livable. And I've shared this before, but you know, we've got a family of 3 kids, and those kids all love to participate in some sort of extracurricular activity. We've done soccer, and soccer is really fun when you do soccer in the winter outside, as opposed to where we moved from Detroit, where it was freezing and basically 5 months out of the year, you were locked indoors. My kids all swim year-round outdoors now, which is absolutely fascinating. They play basketball, they play baseball all winter. It's just a really, really nice thing to be able to do. Not only that, you know, Kate runs to the park, she runs to the beach. I love walking the beach. I walk 5 miles a day here, and I get to do that every single day. I don't have to worry about ice storms and shoveling snow and that kind of stuff getting in the way. And I know I'm going a little bit tangent on this, but these things really matter, right? Because you'll find parks everywhere, right? From Al Lopez Park in West Tampa to Lettuce Park in North Tampa. And these just aren't tiny pocket parks. These are massive, shaded, wildlife-packed oases that make family time, workouts, or just solo walks more enjoyable than expected. Go take the dog, it's a blast. Now, I know Tampa's been in the news for traffic, and if you live here, I know that people who live here are gonna argue this point with me. And it's fair, because some drive times are absolutely brutal. I'm just gonna be honest with you, right? But this one is gonna raise some eyebrows, because yes, some parts of Tampa traffic are rough. US 19 during rush hour, I-4 during rush hour, downtown Tampa at 275 interchange at rush hour. Brutal, not gonna lie, right? But compared to other major metro areas like Miami, Atlanta, or even Austin, Tampa traffic is still very manageable. And the way the city is laid out, you can live strategically and avoid most of that chaos. And I know this because I do it, right? Most of our clients are shocked that they can live 20 minutes from downtown and not spend an hour commuting, right? Now, I'm not saying that's everybody. I have clients that drive an hour and a half every day. So I'm not here to pull the wool over anybody's eyes. You can do this if you're strategic in your approach, if you have to drive to work, okay? And with all the developments along I-275, Veteran, and Selman Expressway, the city's been proactive about improving flow, even if the locals like to complain about it. And I am one, and I understand traffic has gotten worse for sure. It is not amazing, but it is not nearly as bad as people make it out to be, all right? So I just wanna make sure that I share that with you. Tampa has big city perks with a small town feel. You know, it has pro sports teams. We've got the Lightning, we've got Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Those 2 sports teams are incredible. You know, the Lightning have won 3 championships in the last decade, which is fantastic. The Buccaneers have won a championship. You've got the Tampa Bay Rays. Now, baseball in Tampa is definitely an interesting thing. It is not a huge draw. Hockey gets more people on a regular basis, but it's still there. And, you know, with having so many people that have relocated here from all over the country, what typically happens is you go see the sports team that you rooted for as a kid down at Tropicana Field, and now they're playing at Steinbrenner Field, where the Yankees do spring training. It's a very interesting environment, very intimate. It's pretty cool, actually. And you know, we love the major sports here. We've got major universities, we've got world-class hospitals, we've got a fantastic international airport. And Tampa International Airport has been ranked one of the best year over year, and we all know it's home to the Flamingo, which is fantastic. But here's what Tampa doesn't have. That overwhelming, impersonal big city energy, which I'm a huge fan of. It definitely runs on its own tempo. You still get the hey, how's it going when you're grabbing a cup of coffee in West Tampa, or if you're hitting the farmer's market in Seminole Heights. It's fantastic that way. You can catch a Lightning game downtown and still be back to your driveway within 25 minutes, which is awesome. Again, I'm talking about the surrounding Tampa area specifically. We're not out in the suburbs. We'll talk a little bit more about of that on a separate video. I've got a whole playlist if you guys want to check those out. And it's this mix of access and approachability that makes Tampa really unique. You get culture, nightlife, convenience, all without losing the local charm. Now, our food scene here is wildly underrated. Everyone talks about the Cuban sandwiches and the grouper sandwiches, and look, those are iconic, but Tampa's food scene runs deep. From Vietnamese bakeries in Town and Country to Peruvian ceviche in Carrollwood to Michelin-starred restaurants in South Tampa. Shout out to Street Like Taco, by the way, one of our personal favorites. They've got a Michelin star this year. The city brings it. And don't even get me started on the brunch game. It's super strong. My wife Kate and I went on a date night recently to a speakeasy behind a ramen shop. Never saw that coming, I'm not gonna lie. And the best part, many of these spots aren't tourist traps. They're local favorites, which means better prices, better service, and yes, better parking. Now, you may not know it from the palm trees, but Tampa's one of the fastest growing cities in the country for small businesses and startups. Tech companies, marketing agencies, medical groups, and remote workers are flocking here. And as a matter of fact, that makes up a majority of our clients, right? Why? Because it's a city that actually supports growth. No state income tax, strong infrastructure, and a culture of hustle, but not busy, if that makes sense. There's a reason Forbes and LinkedIn are constantly ranking Tampa as the top city for professionals under 40. Tampa is a young city, 36 years of age on average, which is mind-blowing, right? If you're career-driven or want to start your own thing, this is the place where people say, let's build, not wait your turn. And I gotta be honest with you guys, this is what we took advantage of. A huge part of the reason that we moved here is because this is a city in Florida that was actually getting younger. Now, we don't live in Tampa proper, we live in the surrounding suburbs, and we'll get into that later. We're beach babies, we love being by the water, right? But the entire area is filled with entrepreneurs, and not only did this save our family thousands by being around people who can help me grow my business and develop it, because we've been blessed, y'all. I moved here, I had a good real estate practice back in Michigan, which I still do, by the way. I brought on a partner and we have a team up north. But when we moved here to Florida, our real estate practice literally exploded from serving people just like you who are relocating to the area. And it's something we did personally. So we tend to make that connection, and I understand it. So again, if that's something that you thrive in, you like to be around people that are on fire trying to move the ball forward, I'm telling you right now, the Tampa Bay area and Tampa specifically is a great spot to check out. And this one might be the most underrated perk of all. Most cities force you to pick city energy or quiet suburbs. But in Tampa, you've got areas like West Chase, Carrollwood, Riverview, heck, even Safety Harbor out in Pinellas County, and of course there's Hyde Park, where you can have a legit home, great schools, space to grow, and still be 20 to 30 minutes from the airport, downtown, or the beaches, which is awesome. One of our clients traded a 90-minute San Francisco Bay Area commute for a 22-minute drive with water views, and they haven't looked back, right? You don't have to compromise here. You just need to know where to look, and that's what we're here for. And if you're considering moving to the area, don't hesitate to reach out to me and the team. All of my contact information is listed down below. Heck, there's even a link to my calendar so you can schedule a time that is most convenient for you. Happy to hop on a Zoom call, open up Google Maps, walk you through the city, and help you match the ideal lifestyle to the communities that are going to support that. So happy to help you in that respect. And as you can see, living in Tampa isn't just about sunshine and palm trees. It's about building a life that actually works for you. Whether it's the walkability, the community, the business opportunities, or just the fact that you can grill outdoors in February, there's a rhythm here that's really hard to describe unless you live it. But once you do, you'll get it and you'll never want to let it go. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and if you want more videos like this, YouTube's gonna put 2 more here that it thinks you're going to love. And as always, until next time, go out and live that Tampa life.